Hi, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Liv.
And welcome to the Mach-E vlog.
And this is our day 2 of our 2-day test drive of the Mach-E.
If you haven't seen day 1, I'll put a link above as well as down in the description so you can watch that. So in day 2, we're going to cover lots of stuff. We hit some charging stations, some fast charging stations, as well as some mountain driving and some test of the intelligent cruise control, part of the Co-Pilot 360.
And trying to learn how to do one pedal driving with my left leg.
And more.
So let's get to it.
It's in.
Oh my gosh,
It's in and it's good.
And it's not even on the middle console like my car.
Yeah, it's, if you want to take a look in here,
Yeah.
it's almost up there. We definitely need to secure it.
And pop those triple brakes on and...
Yeah. And then I think we can actually...
I can't believe it actually fits better.
Yeah, it actually fits better. This is awesome.
Yeah. Normally, it's like right in the middle of the two of us over here. Ah, that is perfect. And I think your bike can fit in too. Way to find our first EVgo charger, which is very near to the house, like 3 blocks away, really.
Yep.
Let's do it. Hey, there we go.
There we go. Authorize.
Cool.
And then we gotta wait to make sure it initiates the session. We're charging at 17 degrees. Just came from the house, so the battery shouldn't be preconditioned or anything. Let's see. It's doing stuff. There we go. $32 kilowatts. And this is a 100 kilowatt charger, so let's see if it goes up or down. Started at about 30, now we're up to about 50 kilowatts. And this is a 100 kilowatt charger. We made sure we had a cold battery when we rolled in just to see how it handles that. And it's okay. I don't know. I am not familiar with EVs, so sounds good to me for a cold battery. So we got to 80% charge. It held at about 50 or 51 kilowatts all the way up to 80. And then once it hit 81, it dropped down to 6 and 7 kilowatts, as you can see it flipping right there. We're going to go ahead and disconnect so that we can go for a drive. So at 81% we got to, and 141 miles of range.
Now we're on a very bumpy road. We know that this is normally bumpy. It's Evan, kind of a good place to test if your car is okay. And it's pretty cushy so far, which we knew it was going to be after yesterday. But now we're on our way to Lookout Mountain, where we went with Patrick's Subaru WRX. So it'll be really cool to take it in this test Mach-E and see what the drive is like and kind of recreate the whole experience.
Yes.
Yes.
So now I'm going to turn on the Co-Pilot 360 intelligent cruise control. So I just use this button over here. It lets me know I got the closest following distance and it engaged. So now it's handling the acceleration as well as making sure that I'm not getting too close to the vehicle in front of me. And I actually have it set to 67 miles per hour, but I'm going slightly faster. Now I just set it for 72, which I was doing. and it's taking control. Somebody wants to see the Mach-E.
They literally like braked and then kind of backed down. Oh Lord.
Yeah, he was.
Stop looking, dude.
So as I'm coming up to him, the person in front of me, I had it set for 72. It's dropped down to 65 because that's what they're doing. If I want to change lanes, I'll wait till this car passes just to make it safer for them. But I'm going to accelerate, get into the left lane. It deactivates while I'm shifting lanes, and now it's back engaged again. So it's super easy to switch lanes and have it re-engage. It's not a rough transition or anything. I didn't have to like semi-fight for control. I just basically nudged over to the other lane, and it worked perfectly, and back on the accelerator. So now we're coming up to Golden, so it's starting to slow me down because the speed limit changed to 55. I didn't have to do any of that. It figured that out. It's getting ready to drop to 45 miles an hour, and let's see how it's within like 10 seconds. It'll drop to 45. See how quickly that does. 45.
Whoa.
As soon as I passed the sign, it dropped.
That is awesome.
And now it's slowing me down. And let's see if it decides to. If there's a red light. No, we got a green light, so it's going through.
We're going up Lookout now. We just passed the gates, the entrance to the start of the drive, and it is icy. Icy.
There's a lot of salt on the road, so we're good. It looks pretty dry so far, but we'll see. Speed humps. So it is icy and snowy in spots, so we got to take it a little bit careful. But already, like, the thing that I like about driving this up the mountain is, in my car, it's like you got to upshift and downshift quite a bit. And because it's a turbo, you have to like get the RPM up to like get a good acceleration. So it's sort of like you have to hit it pretty precisely. This is like effortless. I don't think I've ridden in this cold of weather. Oh, there's some hikers. Oh, no, they're going to paraglide.
Oh my gosh, that'll be amazing. Well, it's not snowy up here.
A little bit, yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Just keep driving higher and higher. Wow. Yeah, we definitely have to get out on top. It's amazing.
Yeah. I could probably hit a bathroom.
It's really beautiful. We're here. That was so cold. Holy cow, that was cold. What's
it 24. Though? It's actually warmer up here than it is in Denver.
That's crazy. Beautiful though, gorgeous. Where to next?
Evergreen.
Evergreen, let's go. Are we gonna do that same on-ramp?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, ready?
Ready. Zip. 6.23.
Okay. Yeah, I started a little bit slow because I was debating.
All the people, yeah.
Oh, that was a bad start.
Oh my lord.
60.
Whoa. These are more switchbacky than Lookout. Ooh. Did you feel that tire torque?
Mm-hmm. It has so much torque. And it's so easy to apply. It's fun. So again, this is like real easy for handling the curves. There's no downshifting, no braking going uphill. It's like I'm literally just letting off, letting it slow me down, apply a bunch of power, and I can break the back wheels loose just slightly. I do have traction control on, so it adjusts that quickly. But it's fun. It's like you can literally just power through the curves very easily.
This kind of driving really suits one pedal, huh?
It really does.
No stops.
Yeah.
Ah. Felt that.
Yeah, and that was a bit gravelly, but it kind of feels like that's just the perfect way you want a car to handle it. I sort of wanted to test it on slippery roads, but not coming down the mountain.
No.
But it's not bad. It feels fine.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That felt interesting.
That was the anti-lock brakes kit. Model 3.
Oh really?
Yeah. So what's cool is I've turned on the intelligent cruise control, and it's adjusting the speed right now actually to do 3 over the speed limit, but it's even working on the curvy mountain roads. There's decent lane markings on either side, so it seems to be doing pretty well. And we just went through a bit of a curvy stretch. I should have recorded that as well, but it's doing pretty good. And it just canceled. Got a little confused there. And back on, like it went back on automatically.
He does like the car. He does. Hey, what's up, man?
He's not a Mustang, but he's like, yeah, it's a horsey.
Hey. What's up, dude? His friend's coming over. Ah. Hi. So nice to see you. Hello. I know. We are one of you. I think we've been accepted.
Yes, I think so.
What do you think? Do we get the hooves up? I would say so. I would say so. That was really cute.
That was neat.
Yeah.
And this is Deer Creek, so you biked up and down this.
I feel like we saw the horses before.
Oh, yeah.
When we did Deer Creek.
Except we're going 2 miles an hour uphill.
Yeah. We had a long time to say hi. Wow. You know you're at 74, right?
Yeah, I just realized. I was like, let's get some speed up. And I'm like,
Oh my god, it's at 35.
do.
I know. The windshield is not as clean as it once was.
So I have the intelligent cruise control on again with the 1 bar staying a decent distance behind that car. I have it set for 72, which is like 7 over, but they're doing about 65. So it's maintaining the distance, staying fairly centered in the lane, feels very good. Even though this guy keeps riding the line and sort of swerving back and forth, the car is staying centered.
My goodness.
Yeah, he's like Okay.
Now he changed lanes, but
And then now it's gonna accelerate for me.
oh wow, really?
Keep hands on the steering wheel. It was on the steering wheel. It was just very light. So got the warning. I love that it gives a quick warning.
Did it just pop up in words?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then now as we come up to these cars, it's already starting to like ease off the accelerator and slow down to match their speed. So I think the temperature is about 33 now, so quite a bit warmer than earlier today. We've been driving, so maybe the battery's a bit warmer. Let's see how it does. Here we go. 8, 19, 27, 35. Ramping up faster.
Woo! 57, 65.
This is a 100 kilowatt charger, so let's see if we can get... Nope.
66.
66, but it is cold and the battery may not be extremely warm right now. We did not like map out that we were coming to a charging station, but I don't think it's preheating or preconditioning the battery anyways. So we're gonna eat while the car eats.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting in our car now eating, and it moved up to 75 kilowatts coming into the car. We're at 37% already, and can't really see the screen over here, but it says 75 kilowatts, and I think that's the peak of what it's going to do for us at this one. Oh, it just hit 76 for a second. Again, this is a 100 kilowatt station, so not too bad again with the temperature being probably like 31 or 33 degrees. Actually, it shows over here 31 degrees. So this is our favorite band, which is
Itch-o!
And this is a live recording, so hopefully we won't get dinged for a copyright strike, but they're a great Denver band. Bit of a different type of music, and testing out the sound system, and I think it sounds great. We'll wait for it to drop the beat, as the young people say, to demonstrate that for you. So we're going to demonstrate the parallel parking first. So I hit the parking button, let it know that I want to do parallel parking. It says drive forward. And I'll use my blinker to let it know that I want to go this side.
That's not even a parallel parking spot, but it works for this. Ooh.
Space found, put it in neutral, and I push and hold the button the whole time. And now it's doing its own thing.
Oh my god.
And you can see it's getting close to the bush. And it's moving at a pretty good clip toward my car.
I know.
So I'm like, this makes me nervous. But you can hear it slows down, stopped, and then now it's going to go up to the bush. And this is where I canceled it the first time I tried it, but it's going to come to a stop.
Finished.
And it's done. So hit the park assist button, let it know I want to back into a spot. It says drive forward, and it's going to scan now. Somebody got irritated at me running around, but that's okay. So it's scanning, and I don't know how fast I can drive. I'm just giving it a try.
Ooh.
Space found. Put it neutral, hit the P button. Hopefully nobody comes around the corner.
This is crazy.
And I'm just holding the P button. I'm not doing anything, not touching the brake. It's going to get close to that door, or not the door, but the edge. And you can hear the brakes activating, and I'm just checking because sometimes people come around the corner fast. But now it's going to back straight into that spot.
My goodness.
And it's faster than I thought it was going to be.
It's faster than I would go.
Yeah, and it comes closer because like I would probably come to a stop a couple of times.
It's readjusting itself.
Yeah, it's readjusting. I was like, well, it's done. I would call that good, but it's actually readjusting.
Yeah. And what is it? Like, it pulled in and it's like not even.
Yeah, it apparently
Whoa. Let's
will center itself between spaces. So
let me go get a video on the outside.
okay.
Pretty straight.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah, better than I could do.
It was faster. It looks slow when I'm watching people do it, but knowing how tight this spot is, I would have went in probably about that slow. When it did the parallel, I think I would have probably went way faster on that spot, and it was actually a big spot to get into. So we're just driving around in some Lowry neighborhoods, and I think Liv's doing a great job getting used to one pedal driving with the transition to brake occasionally, so it's going pretty good.
I'm very nervous. I think I have been doing better. Only thing was I misjudged the giant schnoz and kind of hit the curb on the right?
Yeah, it's a long wheelbase for compared to her car, which is a RAV4, old RAV4. So it's a long wheelbase. So it's, you know, there's a lot of things to get used to, and it's just a big car. You saw it in their parking spaces and in the garage. Oh, I was going to park it next to my car, and we'll do a comparison.
Yeah, I do. How far from these cars am I?
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Because that, I think, like, missing that turn, that's what it made me scared of, was like, am I going to sideswipe a car? Because I think I'm thinner than I am. Car dysmorphia.
Yeah. And it's very bright out here, so
yeah,
it makes it a little bit more difficult because we keep getting the sun directly in our eyes. But it's fun, even just driving around here.
And that was, I misjudged the stop. I used the brake, but it wasn't too jerky.
No, not bad. It's all good.
It's all good, man. But this is also somewhat of an unfair street to practice in because this is like 2 lanes worth. But it's a single lane, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a wide street. But this is what you were saying. It's like it's a good idea to have practice streets.
Probably true, yeah.
It just narrows right here at the stop sign.
Yeah, like people must hit that, like me. No, I didn't. See, I still feel like the schnoz was going out though.
It is.
It is.
And the good thing is like you can see the edge pretty much of the hood, so it's a good way to judge of where it's at. But it is a long wheelbase. I actually have to look it up to see the difference in wheelbase between the 98 RAV4 and this car, and we'll pop the numbers up as I'm speaking like
right
magic. Navigate to Starbucks.
Here's what I found for Starbucks.
Perfect.
Yay.
So one of the ones that was difficult this morning was Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I found for Lookout Mountain.
Perfect.
Way nicer. Oh my gosh.
Hey Google, play Itch.io on YouTube Music.
Sure. Here's your YouTube music playlist called Itch.io Playlist.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Do you recognize this song? It's a cover.
If you recognize the song, let us know down below. I would never recognize it. It's a weird one. But it's our favorite band, so.
The really cool thing is, even though I have it using Android Auto for navigation, it's also showing up on the center console with the next turn that I got to make that's on Android Auto. So it's not the native system, but it basically feels just like it because it's giving me the directions here. And I'm used to Android Auto, so I'll probably use this way more than I will use the built-in navigation. So now we have satellite view.
That's cool.
And if you want, we can also turn on traffic. Which there's not much traffic because it's later. And there it is. You see it's green. Hey Google, is it going to snow tonight?
Probably not. Tonight in Denver, there's only a very slight chance of snow.
Hey Google, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck?
Thank you for this thoughtful question. Every woodchuck is different, each with their own hypothetical chucking abilities. Still, from my read of the literature, one would have to chuck at least their own body weight to be competitive.
Do you feel informed?
Yeah.
Hi, Muggle. Hi. Come investigate. Now we're gonna see how two people and a dog, unruly dog, can fit in the Mach-E.
Sit, dog.
The way that we fit is that the dog keeps wanting to go to the front seat. Are you comfy?
Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, I'm not completely stretched out. But if we had a thing to put a pillow here and like could support that, then we would be fine. Why don't you sit down? There you go.
Oh my God, his breath is just awful.
You have dog breath. I have human breath. He like closed his eyes and looked at you like. He did it again.
Garlic. He looks at the camera like, save me.
So that's it. That was basically the end of our 2 days with the Mach-E. If you couldn't tell, we love the car and we're still super excited that ours will be here maybe in a week, maybe in 2 weeks. But we're super excited to get it. There was a lot that we liked about it.
I did find the sensitivity of the accelerator and the brake and the whole one pedal thing super challenging. But I think that coming from such an old car that is so unresponsive, I think that's an extra challenge for someone like me with motor control issues. So I'm down for the challenge. I'm excited to get better at it. And I think it's going to benefit me in the long run, considering the kind of technology that's coming out now.
For me, the biggest negative that we experienced on day one was the fact that Android Auto wasn't working, and we got that working on day 2, so that was very nice to have that working.
And it was significantly better. Like, using the sync system was meh, but the moment he got Android Auto working, it was like, this is how it's meant to be. Maybe it's just because we're familiar with Android Auto, but it was just seamless, beautiful, really well integrated. I'm excited for the whole experience now with that.
But as for the rest of the car, like, I think everything like exceeded my expectations. We were worried about if the Trike would fit. It actually fit better than I thought it would. I was worried, is it going to be like feel fast and sporty? The car actually felt great. Like we went up into mountains and enjoyed every bit of that. It felt fast. It felt sure-footed. So that was all a positive. And then we spent a lot of hours in the car and it felt just very comfortable the whole day. The seats felt good. But overall, I think the car exceeded my expectations in almost every other area. I was pleased with how quick it felt. It felt very quick, especially compared to my WRX, which I think is pretty fast. The comfort very much was surprisingly nice. The seats felt comfortable. The interior just felt very nice. The sound system we liked. Everything was just really good. And of course, I tested Copilot 360, all the features with that a few times, and was pleased with how that performed as well. So pretty much everything else exceeded my expectations, and I'm even more excited now to get our Mach-E when it comes.
Yeah, ultimately the fact that my Trike fit so well was huge because it's a really big car. Like, maybe if you're coming from an already big car, it wouldn't be so big for you, but it takes up most of our garage, and that was kind of a bummer. But the moment I saw that Trike fit in so perfectly, it was like, this is worth it now. Like, we can go anywhere, we can take our bikes, we can have adventures, and this really does feel like that unicorn car that can do everything. And like Patrick said, it was much more comfortable than I was expecting. Some people, I don't know, I should preface, we both like firm seating, we're both hot-blooded and don't need a lot of heat. So keep that in mind when we're talking about this. But I thought the seats were extremely comfortable. They're definitely on the firm side, but there was lumbar control. I increased the lumbar support all the way fully, and I found it incredibly comfortable. It's definitely my preferred kind of firm seating. I'm just going to say this. I don't know how to say it any other way, but I hate for this to be a gendered thing, but I don't personally care if it's like a sports car. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not speeding. I shouldn't be speeding. We shouldn't be speeding. That's not what I need a car for. I want something comfortable. I do want something zippy, and I want something that can handle bumps, because I don't want a car that's fragile like your car that will just sort of, it feels like it's going to crack over bumps. So that was really amazing how cushy this drive was, how comfortable, and I'm excited to do some road trips in it.
Yeah, we're really excited about doing some road trips. You saw we barely scratched the surface of the fast charging, but we plan on doing a lot of road trips when ours comes in and documenting like how is the fast charging as we try it with Electrify America. They have the fastest chargers around here for doing road trips. So we're going to test all of that. We're going to test a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to do some other videos after this one that'll show you some other things, how they fit in the back of the Mach-E. So there's lots more to look forward to. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit like for this so that I know you watched the whole video. And of course, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the comments below. We've been answering as many questions as we can. We want to be open and honest about this. We know this is a big purchase for us. It's probably a big purchase for you, and you know, it doesn't do any good to just have fluff. It's like, let's be truthful and honest and get the information out there. I think the Mach-E, if you add up all the pros and cons, it comes out exceedingly on the pro side, and we're super excited.
So previously I asked you guys if we should do carpool karaoke. The vote was overwhelmingly against. Have not asked you yet if he should dye his hair to match the car. So what do you think? Yes? No? Hit like if you think that Patrick should dye his hair to match the car. Because then if people don't, then they'll dislike it. Don't dislike it. Okay, don't say that. Just say blue in the comments, and then we'll know.
No.
Yeah? No? On that note.
We gotta go.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Have an unbridled day. Unless you're in Europe, in that case, have an untamed day. What? No, you go.
Bye.
Oh.
That's good.
Eh?